As my colleague said, it's always hard to know what technology is going to bring, but if you look at what we do today and what we're starting to do with big data, you can see where the trends are going to take us. First of all, our mission is going to drive us to have more improved forecasts, greater lead times for tornado, hurricane warnings, while keeping our costs under control. Right. Moore's Law, lots of other things can help us do that. There are other benefits we're going to get. We're starting to see the inklings of sharing. An example very recently with Sandy, going back to that event, was NOAA and the Census Bureau. The emergency managers on the ground took together census data and NOAA's forecasting data to figure out where to place the evacuation shelters, making sure that they weren't going to be inundated by the floods and the storm surge that we were predicting.
Oh, good point.
So that was something that was done ad hoc. In the future, that will be routine with improvements in metadata and plans to share. We talked about the culture changes that are occurring.
Right.
The culture change inside NOAA, where people who are scientists, regulators, law enforcement people, we enforce fish regulations, and meteorologists, of course, focus on what they do. And the data managers focus on what they do, and they're not worried about doing IT stuff because we've partnered with industry, we're going to the cloud, we're reducing our costs, we're doing what we know how to do best and not trying to invent what industry is already giving to us. And last is the idea that we put data out there, and this is part of the President's Digital Data Initiative, and it's been part of his Open Government Initiative from day one. I think it was literally day one of his administration, first administration. And that's growing the economy. Right. Through the reuse of our data. Right. So we already see it happening now with the insurance industry. There's a multi-billion-dollar weather industry. AccuWeather, the Weather Channel, they don't have their own satellites. They don't have their own radars. Those are owned by the American people. Right. But look at the industry and look at the economy that's grown from that. That'll be even more so, from coastal planning to supply chain management and everything in between. That's what we see is growing the American economy, generating jobs, building on big data.
Wow.